You can be my wingman anytime.
No, you can be mine.
We're rolling. Welcome to Roll, Minnesota.
Watching Roll, Minnesota.
You're watching Roll, Minnesota.
Minnesota seal of approval.
We're watching Roll, Minnesota. Subscribe.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate. Butch Lehman out here at St. Anthony Skate Park enjoying what is another lovely spring day. And we've got a very special guest here today, my cousin Andrew, who hasn't skated in years.
Hello Minnesota, how are we doing today?
You better me, I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it's
Now last time we were here, he put me through the ringer as my skate coach. And it was a good time, but there were also some falls and too many push-ups and sit-ups to count. So I don't appreciate that. But today is revenge day because now I'm gonna put him through the ringer.
Oh boy.
You ready for this?
I'm a little nervous, let's do it.
All right, so the trick that I want to see is one that dates back to our early days in 2004 skating Shakopee Skate Park. This box is a little more forgiving, so I'm going easy on you, but it's going to be acid to kind grind. Can you handle the switch up?
I think we got that somewhere. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right, let's dig this one out.
Lots of cocaine. Wait, no, it's living with no shame. Wait, no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just wanna be happy. How to get there? Glad that you asked me.
Look at that, it's been like 15 years and able to walk right back into it. That's the beauty of skating. It's like riding a bike, except if the bike were two four-wheeled apparatuses on each foot.
Hey, living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
So a quick note for all of you guys, St. Anthony Skate Park, it's not an overly flashy park. It's one that's been around since basically the dawn of time. But it's one that I absolutely love. We've got the little round box. It's an up, across, and down box. Really great for learning tricks, just practicing, warming up. So this skate park has a special spot in my heart, and that's why we're out here, because it's just one to mess around with and have fun. Everybody's got to have a park like that or a home rail like that. It's one of those safety places where you can just session for fun.
Said and done, cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
Yeah!
All right, so we were going back to the spine, and I have a little deal to propose to Andrew. He hasn't done a fakie 5 in years, and I know he's really good at them. He did the fakie 3 earlier, looked pretty solid, so I think he's got it. And if he's willing to do the fakie 5, I'll back him up with the fakie 7, which I haven't done in a while. What do you think?
All right, let's do it. Shake on it. All right,
It's a deal.
It's a deal. Huzzah! A gentleman's agreement.
Shaking every time you get into my mind. Like a fire, burning wild in my heart. Take me far away in the dark. Only you can show me.
I held up my side of the bargain. Did a fakie 5. Had a butt cheek
blowout.
butt cheek blowout.
He blew out a tire.
Wounded soldier. All right, now it's time for Butch's 7.
A deal's a deal. It's been a while since I've fakie 7 to spine, and when I do, it's usually the mini spine at Shakopee. This one's gonna have a little bit more air and hang time, and I'm not sure if that makes it easier or more dangerous.
Watch the butt cheek.
We'll watch the butt cheek.
So I need to make you mine. Think I want you in my.
You can be my wingman anytime.
No, you can be mine.
The sun is rising, but I don't wanna stop. I can never get enough. 'Cause you bring out all the best in me. You're the one who holds the key.
in the day, me and Andrew, we like to fly. We liked our air tricks, and so it just feels natural that a disaster has to be done on the up, across, and down box. So we're going with the classic disaster soul. So one of the great things about skating is you get to have all those memories, and then they kind of stay with you as you do those tricks again. It brings you back to that same time and place. Speaking of going back to a time and place, there's a trick that's one of my favorites. I know it's one of your favorites. We both learned it at like the same time. That's backside unity. What do you think? Honestly, I think that's a little too easy anyway. Like once you lock into that trick, it's one that's pretty easy to hold, and it's one of my personal favorites. So let's take it up a notch. Up, across, and down. What did I tell you? Perfection.
I didn't know I had that.
Didn't expect that one, did you?
Not at all. But you're right, when you're in, you're in. You got it.
Andrew and I started at roughly the same time, and we learned a lot of tricks kind of in succession from each other, just feeding off one another.
I remember my first drop in was at G-Shock on that 6-footer, and it was like straight down face first.
It was not good.
And I didn't touch it for the rest of the day.
It was so eager to go skating, and I had started like a couple months earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, it'll be fun. This is a great park. Pancake.
Damn,
first
fun.
shot.
Didn't touch it the rest of the day.
No.
Didn't even look at it.
But you know, by that end of that first like week, maybe month of skating, you had front flips down, misty flips down, and we were into the air tricks more so than the grinds, I would say.
That's right.
Yeah. And then started doing handrails together. I know the one at Chaska High School was a first rail
Long
for
one,
like both of us.
Good.
But
the porn star that you sit on to go super slow. Every once in a while, like once a year, twice a year, I'll reach out to Butch and the gang. Hopefully some more join us out today. Do some skating and kind of relive those fun memories.
People coming back to skating, that's kind of the universal story right now across the industry. Everybody's dusting off their old blades. In this case, like literally the old blades.
Look at these things. I actually built a little, what do you call it? A PVC box. So I could practice in my driveway, just old grinds, and see if it comes back. And somehow, after 10 years plus years, some of those grinds actually come back to greet you. And it's kind of cool to lock them again. Yeah.
And one of the things that I'm sure you've missed since being away is falling on skates. Like there's a certain joy and like sense of satisfaction that comes from taking your first fall where you're like, oh yeah, I remember this sensation.
Yeah, all I can say there is just like doing tricks, there's a grace to falling. Like there's ways to fall so you don't get hurt, and you need to remember how to do that too. You gotta almost contort your body in a way that you don't hurt yourself, catastrophically.
Yeah, and that's probably the number one thing that I think I see of people coming back to blading, even though they might have been really good back in the day, or some that are professionals. You got to relearn that instinct from your body on how to fall, and there is an art to that. Yep. If you want the longevity and the ability to maximize your time skating, you got to kind of ease back into it. So hopefully we're not pushing you too hard today.
Unfortunately, I think we just jinxed ourselves.
Right? We'll see. Anyway, get back to work, do a trick.
Let's do it. Camera okay?
Camera's good.
On the outside, looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting. Between the highways, on the sea, waiting for something to get to me. I wasn't sure what I was hoping for, you see. You act like
floated there for a second.
All right, so far Andrew has been doing well on just the regular hold grinds, the switch ups, but now we're gonna see if we can get some spinning action. Starting with fakie 180, this would be the in-spin soul. I know you used to have this one, but will you still have it today?
I don't know, toss up, we'll see. We'll give it a shot there. Falling graceful thing.
Yep. Oh, you missed the front foot entirely on that. You all right? Look at that Family Guy clip from Never Ending Story. You're too big, buddy. We're going down. mean, I don't want to insult you, but if I'm being honest, you might be skating better now than you did 15 years ago. So this is the one thing that never gets skated here by any of us. And Andrew here has the luxury of having the OG 50/50 frames that have the juice blocks in them. So I'm like, this is the perfect spot for a front side, maybe.
We'll see how it goes. A little sticky.
You know what I want, baby. And you know everything that gets me going. You know what I want, baby. All the little things that I'm not showing. You know what I want, baby. And you know what I want.
What were some of the best tricks, best memories that you remember from way back when we were skating 15 years ago?
All the flips at overpass, that was a lot of fun. J-saw brings me back too. Remember that big quarter pipe that you had to jump and gap onto, and then I think we both 180'd off of it?
Yeah.
Yours was a lot cleaner, but I think we both did, and it was scary, and that was cool.
I think you did a misty flip over me in an armchair on the box jump there.
I remember that, yeah. Yeah, and you did
That was wild.
Wasn't that one of your first backflip 180s?
That's the first one I ever did, and I got creamed that day. My hip was so destroyed.
I remember you just ate it pretty hard, and you got up like nothing.
That was the big double X sweatpants days.
Yeah, that was so cool. Yeah, nothing like that today though. A lot of fun stuff. I mean, a lot of good memories.
One of my personal favorites at G-Shock was they had this really big bank to drop into in order to get speed at the box jump, and this guy decided a chair going down the bank was a good idea, and it was shooting sparks and stuff at the bottom. I think we must have been like 13 or 14 years old at the time.
Yeah, I remember that. And I think I made it all the way down the ramp.
Yeah.
And I fell out at the
Right
end.
at the end.
Right when I was celebrating.
Yep, you're like, yes.
I made it.
Those are the days.
With that, yep.
Man, what a ride it's been, and I'm happy to say that it's not over yet. And milk it for every day that it's worth.
More to come. All right, stay to skate. Thanks for watching.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and always, guys, get out there and do some rollerblading. We'll see y'all with the next video.
See ya.
Peace, everybody.